Tigers will kick this away to start us off. This one is out of bounds, a mistake on a simple opening kickoff. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Caught quickly. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
It's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Oh, that one's picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, this guy last week threw a couple touchdown passes. He comes in with a lot of confidence, and here maybe too much confidence. Throwing this ball into coverage cost his team early in this game with an interception.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Finally brought down at the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. The back's got it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away.
7, Georgia Tech, 0.
Kickoff fielded inside the 20. Brought down at the 29. That's when they start the drive. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He'll hand it off. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
And now the running back's got it again. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Looking to throw it on first down. It's complete. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Finding enough space for a solid game before they stop it. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. And they'll give it to the back. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Well, that's mano a mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Snags a quick throw. Finding space at the 20. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report and look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
The Yellow Jackets will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. This one will be fair caught. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the defense look slow that time. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for a deep completion. Catch made at the 20 in the deep shot. Big gain. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. First down, looking to throw the ball. And they heave it deep downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Going to take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. And here comes a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Number 12, set to kick this one away.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Play action here on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And this time it's complete. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. Who's been in sync with his receivers. Back there has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris. That back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can he keep it going here? A handoff to the back. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. The Tigers looking to run some tempo here.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, the pass kept the defense off balance. And a sophomore making an impact play.
Boy, a great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like The Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and, of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
They attack the deep middle of this defense, could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
It's an out route, the catch made. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. And the Yellow Jackets keep the football on the move. And they'll go right back to him on first down. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. They'll give it to the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for 4th down. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. Pass is broken up. Turnover on downs. What a stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. And the Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball to the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Thorne. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught over the middle. It's Thorne. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year. But with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
Makes the catch. It's Thorne. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. The Tigers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. He hands it to the back. In the clear at the 25. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And the pass is incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
It is first and goal, a great chance to claim the lead before the break here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
The extra point makes the lead 6. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They're just able to stop him, but that is a great returning there. He's a dangerous guy with the football, and it's a great spot to start this drive. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He makes the grab. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Chris, I cannot believe we're still in the first half. This guy's already got a couple touchdowns. Now he's adding to his receiver total here by picking up another first down and more yards.
First down here for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Looking to pass here on second down. And he pulls in the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. And he'll lost it to the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
This is a nice job here by this defense on third down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this fourth down.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Well, the offense failed earlier in a fourth down attempt. They'll try it again here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Only 11 seconds left in the half as they come up here on first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he lobs it deep down the middle. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now. This will likely be the last play of the half. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And now another deep ball here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's got some space. And the defender will step out of bounds after the pick to wrap up the first half of the play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will kick this away to begin the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the Tigers will look to convert here on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Touchdown, Clemson. Still no answer for the passing game.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. Fourth down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. And what I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
41, Georgia Tech, 28.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. Let's see what their mindset is this time. They got into field goal range, but got stopped on fourth down last time. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle, but first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he fires the football to the right side. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And there's the handoff. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then you can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early down. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option. The Tigers line it up with 1st and goal. Quick throw, catch made. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense really clicking. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle.
48, Georgia Tech, 28.
They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Makes a quick grab. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line to run the hurry up.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Gets into space at the 50. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. He finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And the ball is hauled in. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Finding some room with the 25. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Just ran away from the defense. Now the all-important extra point. And it's up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner decides to fair catch this. Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through it.
Now it's second down here.
Georgia Tech, 35.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but it's a big gain. Ball near midfield, spotted at the 49.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the fourth quarter to see this guy get the football, just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Here's the second down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That's reeled in. It's Thorne. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And it's incomplete, and the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Wow, Chris, I don't know. You got control of this game, and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
First down, looking to throw the football. And it's caught.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Short throw complete to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, that's everything you could hope for here for an offense. They make a nice completion here. The thing that really stood out to me, your fourth quarter, late in the game, the clock is essential. Get out of bounds when you can.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back to throw again. He's going to take another shot right here. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
That is a really tough feeling for a receiver to be way downfield like that, ready for a big play, and just unable to connect with your quarterback. I'm sure they're going to go to the sideline, looking to call another shot downfield again here in a little bit.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I'd love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so second and 7.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football,
and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. It's an option look. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Important third down play coming up. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Nice grab. It's Thorne. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Tigers will have to kick this away. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense.